Bro, listen to me carefully. Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, it's never enough? You're either too nice, too distant, too available, or too cold. You try being the good guy. She loses interest. You pull back. She calls you heartless. You try everything, and still it slips through your hands. Here's the truth no one's had the courage to tell you. She's not pulling away to frustrate you. She's testing you to reveal you. She wants to see if you're different. Not louder, not tougher, not nicer, different. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what that means. Not in theory, but in real, grounded, masculine energy. Let's get into it. The first principle, stop reacting. Start holding frame. Most men are addicted to reaction. She pulls away. They chase. She goes cold. They over-explain. She gets quiet. They panic. Every emotional shift she makes, they jump. But every time you react emotionally, you prove to her that you can be controlled. You prove that your center is outside of yourself, that your identity is at her mercy. A man who reacts is a man who has surrendered his power. When she pulls back and you stay calm, that's strength. When she goes silent and you hold your peace, that's presence. You're not playing games, you're holding frame. Holding frame means you do not shift who you are based on someone else's emotional turbulence. It means you are the anchor, not the sail. She can storm, you don't move. Next, be the mirror, not the puppet. Women test through emotion. That's not manipulation. That's nature. One moment, she's warm and soft. The next, distant and cold. It's not always rational. It's emotional. And most men become the puppet. They dance to her waves. She withdraws. They chase harder. She gets cold. They get desperate. But the man who stands out doesn't follow the storm. He reflects it. When you're the mirror, not the puppet, you reflect, you don't react. She pulls back. You match her space effortlessly. She leans in. You receive her with presence, not pride. She starts to feel it, that you're not trying to win her, not trying to impress her, not trying to fix her mood. You're standing firm, offering stability, not begging for connection, and that is magnetic. Third, stop explaining yourself. This is where most guys lose their power. They over-communicate out of guilt. Sorry I didn't text. I was just busy. Things got hectic. I didn't mean to ignore you. Stop. Just stop. The more you explain yourself, the less confident you appear. Confidence isn't in words, it's in energy. If you're busy, you're busy. If you had a moment to yourself, that's your right. You don't owe anyone an emotional receipt for every decision you make. Let your presence speak. Let your boundaries breathe. The right woman doesn't need paragraphs. She needs your grounded essence. Fourth, learn to let silence do the talking. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is space. Space that allows truth to surface. Most men fear silence. They sit in it, panicking. What if she's losing interest? What if I've lost her? And then they break the tension by reaching first, apologizing for doing nothing wrong, chasing a feeling instead of anchoring themselves. But the man who understands power? He uses silence. He lets it build. Because he knows that in that stillness, she begins to feel the weight of his absence. Silence isn't a weakness. It's a force multiplier. If she truly values you, silence won't make her forget. It will make her remember. Fifth, give her emotional variety. Most men confuse consistency with predictability. Consistency is trust. Predictability is boredom. You can be loyal, strong, dependable, and still be uninspiring. Attraction isn't about being safe. It's about being alive. It's about being able to bring laughter when she least expects it, intensity when she needs it, calm when she's storming. Emotional depth is not chaos. It's color. Make her feel like she's not watching the same episode on repeat. Make her feel like she never fully knows what's coming next. Not because you're unstable, but because you're multidimensional. Sixth, stay mysterious but emotionally available. Don't reveal everything. Keep parts of your world sacred. Let her wonder about the things you don't say, the goals you haven't revealed, the depths she hasn't touched yet. But when you engage with her, be present, be real. Give her your attention, not your full blueprint. Mystery is not distance, it's dignity. She should feel connected, but never like she has you completely figured out. That's what keeps the fire alive. That's what keeps her curious. Seventh and final principle, don't play safe, play real. You can't earn her heart by being the harmless nice guy, and you can't fake it by being the reckless bad boy either. The man who truly wins is the one who owns both his light and his shadows. You don't need to pretend. You don't need to posture. You don't need to prove anything. Just show up real. If you're flawed, own it. If you're growing, say it. If you're still figuring things out, stand tall in that process. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. You just have to be present and true. She wants a man who doesn't need her, but still chooses her. She wants a man who doesn't flinch when tested. She wants a man who doesn't try to impress, but simply is impressive. So here's the real takeaway. She's not testing you to hurt you. She's testing you to see if you're unshakable. If you crumble under emotional pressure, she knows life will crush you. If you beg for approval, she knows she can't trust your frame. If you fold every time tension rises, she knows you're not built for real connection. But if you hold steady, if you move with clarity, if you own yourself fully, she'll respect you, desire you, and most importantly, trust you. Because now, you're not just another man playing roles. You are the man who finally stood firm,